Hey guys, and welcome back to Redstone Maniac bands, where today we are going to be learning how to make the knots bracelet. This is another original design, and as you can see, not very well, but there's knots in the middle. Let me get some better light. I don't know if that helped or not. Maybe if I do that. Maybe. Well, you can see it back here. And you can kind of see the knots. And then there's two fishtails on here. So, yep, let us get started. So, you're only going to need 2 pegs for this bracelet. And you basically need 8 pegs of any kind. Sorry, 2 rows of 2 bar pins and 8 pegs for this bracelet. So let us get started. So the color sequence I'm going to use is I'm going to have black as the knot colors and have blue and purple, I guess, for the other colors. Sorry, I have so many bar pins around. I need to, yeah, okay. So, I'm gonna start out by, basically just making, like, the fishtail parts right now. So, basically, just do what you normally do when you make a fishtail, which is just simply this. And actually, did I even do that? I don't even think that was the case. Yeah, I guess it was, okay. And then what you're going to want to do is for your knot colors, you're going to take 2 bands, and then you're going to kind of start like a single you would, and then with this one little chain of the single, you're going to take one of these little circles inside the other one. So you're gonna do this. Sorry. Do this, and then pull this to make a little knot. And then you're going to put it across the row of bands, just like this, where it does the top left to the bottom right. Okay, you're going to do that, do the same thing on the other side. So you're going to do the same thing you did, and basically just put it opposite. This is kind of weird. Okay. So what you're gonna want the knots staggering. You don't want it necessarily in the middle. You can't really see it, but you know what I mean. Stagger and not in the middle, because it won't be the same design and it's not going to look as nice, I don't think. But anyways, let us continue. And now you're going to put on the next bands for the fishtails. So basically, I just add another band for each fishtail, as you can see, and it's straight on. Okay, now we're going to do our first looping. So basically, loop the bands that have 3 on it. So basically, these sides we're going to do, and this is how you're going to do it. So you're going to have your loom just like this, and then you're going to loop this band, and then the other row here, loop that band. Same on the other side. Just like that. Okay? Now you're going to do the knots again. So let me quickly do 2 more knots here and then put them on the loom. And this is, I'm not going to do a full bracelet, but I will still teach you how to close it off and everything. Now you just put it on like you do. You do it, do the top left to the bottom right, and then you do the bottom right to the top left on the other band. Okay, and now we can loop the bottom black bands right on the first row of pegs and on the last row of pegs down here. Okay. Now we're going to do, and we're just going to place the blue bands on and then the purple bands on over. And now, that was just, I was publishing another video. It is the Redstone Masters, book 3, so go check that out. But anyways, we can now loop the first set of peg, the first row, and then the second row. Now, since it is, there's 3 bands of the purples, the third row, and the last row now. So you can do all the rows now since we've caught up with the purple bands. Okay? And then basically just do the same thing over and over and over again. I will do it 3 more times with the knots and the fishtails. So basically another 6 more little thingies. It's really 3 sequences, but you're placing down more bands. But so we're gonna place our knots down just like so. Okay. Then we can loop the first row, which are the black bands. They should be the black bands, and also on the 4th row. Alrighty. Now we can do the 1st and 4th row pegs with the blue bands, and then the 2nd and 3rd row with these. You can loop this and everything. You know. I'm actually gonna do 1 more sequence with you guys, not 2 more. Just this purpose of uploading time. I don't want to go into this 30-minute bracelet tutorial, so I will do that. And let's do this knot here on the top left and the bottom right, and then do the same with the next knot. You go on the bottom left to the top right. So it should make an X-like pattern, and then you can loop the bottom black bands of the first row of pegs and the last row of pegs. Okay, now I'm going to do the fishtail part to it, and then we'll learn how to close it off. So put the bands across the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and last row of pegs, and then you can loop every single band on the bottom, just like so. Really simple on all the rows. And please do go. Sorry, that was a voice crack right there. Please do go and comment down below on what other bracelets you want me to do in the future. But anyways, now we can learn how to close it off. So you're going to loop these bottom black bands on the 1st and 4th rows. Okay? And then on the 2nd and 3rd rows, you can loop the bottom purple bands, just like you would with any fishtail, you loop them to make it so there's only one band left on each fishtail. Okay, now we're gonna loop this the first and last pegs. So this looped up to here, so there should be that, and you're gonna do the same thing on the second and third rows, just like that. So now it should be like this. Okay. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to put the blue bands on top of the purple bands. So the first row right here went to the second row, was placed there, and the fourth row went to the third row. And so these purple bands should be on the blues. Okay, and now you're going to loop the purple bands over the blue bands. So now there should only be blue bands on there. Then you're going to take the left set of blue bands onto the right set of blue bands. So it should now look like this. And then you're going to loop the bottom two blue bands over, and then you should end up with two blue bands. And here is where we can go and C-clip the ends as soon as I get the clip. Okay, you're gonna you're gonna make it so the clip connects to the two blue bands, so it can pull off just like that. Okay, and then you're just gonna kind of pull around with it and whatnot. But since this is a smaller thing, it kind of looks like this. It's kind of curved up. But if you do a full bracelet, it should be straight, just like this. But then what you're going to want to do is basically just take this end and put it on here, and then take this blue end and put it on as well. So here's kind of what it is. If it was like whatever, let me see here. I can put this on as a ring if I want to, since it's so small, or whatever. But you should get a thing just like this. And let me show you the features. It is not reversible, sadly, but what you can do, you can pull these sides around, the border fishtails, and then as you can see, there are little lines going through here, and then you just need to simply just pull on the bracelet just like that, and then it will go back to normal. But here's another cool feature. You can pull really hard, make it so your thumbs are on these purple fishtails, in the middle two fishtails, just like that. And then you can make it so that the knots are kind of hidden now. But I left these so you can see. Now you can just make it so you pull these two fishtails apart from it, and you get the knots back. You can pull as far as you want to make them like really stand out. And here you go. This is a signature way of wearing it. But you can also, again, you can just pull these out if you want. and make little lines, or you can make it so the knots don't stand out, and you can make a 4-cuff fishtail or whatever. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Hopefully it had any help for you. But I will see you in the next one. Play with redstone. And I have one announcement. My friends will be coming over the characters of HiPi and Panda in the Redstone Masters, so go check that out when it is online. Just go and check my channel out around 4 p.m. or so. That's when the video should be up. But anyways, guys, that is the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Play with Redstone, and I will see you next one. Goodbye.